Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Grizz back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, the community posts. You already know the vibes, and my god, since the last time I recorded a video, a lot has happened. Vince McMahon, you freaky frog, you, a whole bunch more allegations have come out. There's text messages, Brock Lesnar's name was brought up, John Laurinaitis' name was brought up once again, and it's some really sick stuff involving this all these allegations. Whether they're true or not is still crazy. Like, the information is out there. Of course, with this, with this information, especially with the whole merger between WWE and TKO. A whole lot of people aren't really too high on this, especially Slim Jim, which is a big sponsor for the WWE, which announced earlier today that they're not necessarily dropping their sponsorship, but kind of pausing, which means they're trying to give TKO and WWE a chance to say, hey man, this is an issue, so if either you guys get this straight or we're gone. Well, guess what? Vince McMahon has officially resigned from all his responsibilities at TKO and WWE, especially with rumors of not just Slim Jim, but another sponsor possibly dropping from WWE. So that's the best way to get things done. It's not through, not so much complaining on the internet or hashtags or chanting at live shows, but it's through money. That's what these companies understand. They understand money, they understand dollars, they understand sponsorships. Things like this is how you get through to these companies, and that's how you incite this change that you need in order to get Vince McMahon up out of here. And he's gone once again. I don't think he's coming back this time. There's no way he can weasel his way back in. There's no way he can muscle his way back in. Vince McMahon is officially gone. He's done. It's over. We're smoking on that Vince pack. So it's crazy, man. And then on top of that, you had this week's episode of Smackdown. I'm not going to really review the whole show. I'm just going to talk on some of the high points and get through this Royal Rumble predictions video. But we did have the big match that we've been waiting for, the big grudge match between Carlito and
Santos Escobar.
And this is a good match. This is a good match. I feel like there's gonna be another one. I feel like there's gonna be a rematch in the future, especially due to the shenanigans that took place between Legado and the LWO, and especially with making her SmackDown debut, finally coming up to the main roster. Elektra Lopez, she's back with Santos. She's back with Legado. So that's a good sight, man. Also, we have new women's tag team champions. The Kabuki Warriors beat the Rave Girls. They beat Kaden Carter and Katada Chance. And it was a pretty good match, man. It didn't go too long, but it was hot. The crowd was hot for it, man. They were turned up for it and everything. And we have new tag team champions. And we also saw a video package earlier in the show with Bayley, talking about how she felt overlooked and, defeated, so that's why she formed Damage Control, because she wanted to form a super group of women. And you have Io, who's the SmackDown Women's Champion. Now you have the Kabuki Warriors, who are the Women's Tag Team Champions. So the only thing missing now is Bayley winning the Royal Rumble and challenging Rhea Ripley. Now, spoiler alert, I don't see that happening because you still have Damage Control, especially the Joshis, throwing a little bit of shade towards Bayley. So I'm gonna let you know who my prediction is as far as the women's Royal Rumble goes. But I feel like that winner is going to affect the whole dynamic between Damage Control. So there's that. We had the rematch between Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory, and this was good, man. Austin Theory ended up getting the win through cheating. He held the tights. And after the match, him and Grayson Waller were putting the beat down on Carmelo Hayes. And then Carmelo's homeboy, Trick Mello Gang, came out. And the reaction that Trick Williams got was crazy. You got the superstar reaction. The people were chanting, "Whoop that Trick." It was phenomenal. It was awesome. It was a cool sight to see, man. I'm happy for Trick. And it was cool to see, you know, the interaction between Carmelo and Trick leading into their interactions in NXT. So it's all tying together, man. It's all coming together. So yeah. You also saw Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits call out the Final Testament. And it didn't really go the way of the Pride, you know. They got their ass beat, they got their cheeks clapped. And I gotta say, the Final Testament looks like a pretty super group. They look solid, they look scary, they look imposing. They made Karrion Kross go from looking like a car salesman to an actual legit threat. So there's that, man. I'm looking forward to the possible match. If they don't have it at Elimination Chamber, I can see it going all the way to WrestleMania. The big 6-man tag team match between the Pride and the Final Testament. And in the main event, you had LA Knight taking on Solo Sikoa. I wasn't really paying attention to the match, honestly. After the match, you had the big brawl between, you know, Randy and LA Knight and AJ Styles. It ended in a disqualification. Everyone's fighting. Randy's looking strong once again. He's hitting RKOs and DDTs and backdropping people through tables and whatnot. But the final shot was LA Knight getting the hitting the the BFT on Randy Orton. So yeah, man, they've been doing a pretty good job of, you know, making each competitor looking strong going into this fatal 4-way match. And from that, man, we're just gonna go straight to the Royal Rumble predictions video. We have the fatal 4-way match for the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship. Roman Reigns defending his title against LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. And look, man, we already know what time it is. Roman Reigns is gonna get the win. He's gonna win. I don't know what else to tell you. The reign is going to continue. Roman is going to continue to reign supreme. He's going into WrestleMania. He's either going to face the winner of the Royal Rumble or The Rock. That's where we're going, man. There's no surprise there. My thing is who gets pinned. That's what I want to know. But from that, we have the United States Championship on the line. We have Logan Paul defending his title against Kevin Owens. And they've had a lot of heat going into this match, man. You've had KO shows and beatdowns. Kevin Owens put up at the PC to put the Smackdown on Logan Paul. So I'm gonna say it, man. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you guys. I think Logan Paul is gonna get the win. He's gonna get the win over Kevin Owens. So that leaves us with the 2 Royal Rumble matches, man. And I gotta say that the Royal Rumble this year, it only has 4 matches, but that's pretty much all you need because both Rumble matches run an hour, maybe even a little bit more than that. And then you have the Roman Reigns entrance, which takes another hour. So that's a good 3 hours right there. But as far as the women's Royal Rumble match, my pick is Bayley. Bayley's going to win. That's what I was alluding to when I was talking about the whole damage control situation. Because I feel like you could have Becky Lynch win, but it's obvious she's going to go after Rhea Ripley. So she's got to find another way to get to Rhea. Bayley's going to win. And it's kind of going to be conflicted because should she go after Rhea Ripley or is she going to go after Io Sky? That's going to be the whole, you know, conflict in the damage control. But there are a couple things I wouldn't mind seeing in this Royal Rumble match. One, that being the return of Naomi, aka Trinity, who was out here doing her thing, man. She was in Impact, she was in TNA, and she was holding it down. She's a former Knockout champion, and they did a good job of building up the division around her. You know, she did a good job of elevating the women's division, so that's good. So I wouldn't mind seeing the return of Trinity / Naomi. Also, I wouldn't mind finally seeing the debut of Jade effing Cargill. We got to see something, man. We haven't seen anything from her in a while. We had the big rollout from her. So it would be pretty cool to see Jade Cargill pull up at the Royal Rumble. Is she going to win? No. But I do think that she's gonna have an impressive showing and an impressive debut. So there's that. Now we go over to the men's Royal Rumble. And this one is a little bit more complicated for me to predict, because you have so many stories going on. You have so many people, so many men that very well could win the Royal Rumble. You have CM Punk who could win, Drew McIntyre could win, Gunther could win, Jimmy Uso just entered the Royal Rumble. Paul Heyman did a good job of hyping up him to get the win and face Seth Rollins. But I was going to say CM Punk. That was going to be the person I picked for the longest time. But man, I feel like Cody has to finish the story, and this is how we do it, man. I'm not losing faith. Even though you have The Rock, you know, moving in the background, I still believe Cody's gonna go back to back. He's gonna have a repeat of last year. He's gonna win the Royal Rumble, and he's gonna ultimately finish the story. Hopefully, maybe, please, for the love of God, Cody, finish the fucking story. And the big surprises I wouldn't mind seeing in the Royal Rumble for the men is the return of Andrade. You know, there's that. There's a whole bunch of NXT call-ups I wouldn't mind seeing, like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, maybe even Trick Williams. That would be a cool call-up for him as well. But my ultimate pick is for Cody Rhodes to finish the story, win the Royal Rumble, go on to WrestleMania, do what he couldn't do last year, and, you know, we'll see what happens from there. But with that being said, guys, this was a pretty action-packed video. Whole bunch of news. You had Smackdown, you had the Royal Rumble predictions video. Are you excited for the Royal Rumble? What are you wearing to the downfall of Vince McMahon? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. You guys take care of you. I'm out. Peace.